What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be doing Luffy, the Spirit of Roger. So this is a cool moment in the recent, well, depending on when you're watching this, obviously, the Wano arc, with Luffy as a kid laughing in front of the sort of ghost of Gol D, Roger, kind of with his hands folded. You can only see like his chin and his smile. But I thought it was kind of a cool image. I thought I'd give it a go because it kind of sums up Luffy's character. You know, so it's really good. So, landscape page for these. Pencil, eraser is a must. You can do ink on top of pencil, but it's hard to erase mistakes when you do them in ink. It's impossible, actually. But unless you cover them and then scan it into a computer. But yeah, try have fun. Take it slow, hit pause when I move my hand. Let's start with the boy Luffy. I'm going to start with his eyes. Center point of my page, about there. His eyes will be about along that horizontal line, okay? So his eyes are closed, right? So you just go curving, like so. And you just want to thicken it up a little bit. So you just want to give it some extra weight, sort of, to make it look like eyelashes. And then you do that same thing over this side. And you're about eye width over, right? So the width of that eye will fit in between. Right, you want to start about there, so that will fit in there, okay? Maybe even a little bit more, but you have a bit of wiggle room, right? So it's about that distance, and then you'll go over. And just curve a line like that. Okay, you can already see that their eyes, like my page is smiling. And then, is that way I hit record? Sometimes I don't hit record. Okay, I did. Anyway, eyelid line curves around. Sometimes I'm so excited to just get started, I forget to hit record. It's a good problem, you know, that I get to do this. But eyelid line here as well. In between his eyes, we've got his nose. Not bang center, off to the left. You'll do this sort of like a lightning line. So it goes around, down like that. So it's like Harry Potter's scar. Right, for his nose, and then his nostril, just there. Scar line, speaking of scars, underneath his eye, 2 stitches there. Eyebrows, drawn in very simply, just these lines, gone that way, another one gone that way. That one appears to be smaller. Right, because it goes around the side of his head, I think. Mouth, open, smiling, big, one piece mouth. So it goes not only smiling, laughing, like that. And it looks like a letter D, right? So it goes, a capital D turns sort of on its side, right? See there? Bottom teeth. Top teeth, curve, and around. Tone. Like that. So he's got like bandages and plasters and all this kind of stuff on his face, but we'll just do the U shape. It's Kid Luffy, so it's just this sort of roundish sort of face that curves around his mouth, right? And up. Like that, right? And he has a bandage on this side. That's why I didn't go as far. Right, so he's got this sort of bandage that kind of sticks out here. So it's got this sort of plasters on it and things like that. His hair, so we got black hair spikes just hanging down onto his face. Comes from underneath his hat, right? So you got this line for his hat that comes around. And he's got another bandage or plaster here, or band-aid as you call them in the States. And then this comes up, spikes out and around like so. And then the line, that sort of bumpy line for his straw hat, comes around this way, and you got a few more spikes. And then there's an ear actually here. So his ear is so low down because his head is tilted back. He's like tilting his head back laughing, right? So that puts the ear in perspective just a bit lower. There. You got the line inside. So holding his hat, right? And then his hat kind of comes around here. So we'll do the top line, right? So goes around the back of his head, right? And his hand and shoulder is here. So I'll do that. So we got this sort of curved line for his thumb there. Bumps around, drawn very simply now, very sort of cartoonish. So just like goes around like that. And then his finger out, around to there. Little finger just there. And then arm goes out to elbow. Elbow goes into armpit. And then we have some more sort of straw hat. What is it? Elbow sort of there. Down to his shoulder. Neck. Down here. Down there. And then he's got a blue vest on. And his body just goes down that way. Same on this side. The blue vest kind of comes around, joins his neck there. Goes around his shoulder. And then goes down. Top of that here. And like some fold lines and stuff coming around. And then his shoulder goes off that way. Arm on that side down there. Okay, so some texture on his hat. All these lines that go around. Another hair spike here. Missed that. Maybe something. I don't know if that's his ear on the other side or a texture line for the hat, but we'll draw it in because it's there, because I can see it. I know his hand looks weird, but that's the way it is. Okay, so Roger's face. So we do his mustache. That's the easiest, right? So like comes around here. Oop, down. So spikes down, around. And then we can see like some of his nose here. And then this goes down around to there. And there's like some of his sideburns and his hair just here. So that's all black in there. Then his teeth, so he's got like a big smile. Like so. And then you can see those lines like so, and maybe like this, some center line for his teeth here. Like that. And he's got a strong jaw, so it comes down from here and then around. Bottom lip sort of drawn in like this. And there. And then some beard lines. So wide neck, two lines curving out like this. And then some more hair sort of sticking out this way. Open off my page there. Like so. Then there's some throat lines, neck muscle lines here. And his shirt goes down behind Luffy's hat. And he's got golden beads sort of there, just around his neck. So, shirt collar comes out here, down, back up, and then the inside, down that way. Shirt collar out, down, up, inside, back that way. Jacket, Admiral, sort of big, sort of jacket going that way. Right. And then I think his legs are folded here, so you can see like trousers or his pants sort of going there, these bumps. And then his sword, the handle of his sword will be here. So this jacket line will come down here. I'll draw it in. And then I was going to leave a gap, but I might as well draw the whole thing in. But his sword covers a bit of this. And then we see his knee again here. Goes that way. Then that big collar of his jacket, right? So it comes in from the top of the image, goes around and up to there, and that goes down. This curves up, another spike, and then this one goes down this way. It's like a golden edge to it as well, so it kind of disappears then down here. Some of his sword comes across here, but we'll just get the main parts in first. So his collar of his jacket, like a shoulder pad, comes out this way, curves around up to there. This goes up to there, and then these tassels that kind of hang down. They're kind of done quite big in this. I've seen them smaller, but we'll draw them as we see them. Right, like that. And then his jacket, his red jacket goes off this way. Got some fold lines and like a button here, right? And you'll sort of do this over this side, minus the buttons, right? So we'll go up again there. Oh yeah, and it goes behind his head, so you can see it behind his head. This comes down and in, up, and the shoulder pad. Goes off that way, and then this goes around there, and then the V, another jacket line goes this way, and this has a golden edge, so that's gold out here. Remember, if I go too fast, just hit pause. And then the tassels that hang down, so this goes up, round, down that way, go to there, and it's not a button, it's where the buttons on this side hook into, so there's like just this little clasp or something there. So his arms are folded coming across here, right? And he's got that pink shirt on, so, and we can see his sword. So the handle of his sword is like pushing out this way, so it's real foreshortened, right? So it looks real big. So we got like the top of it here, and the handle goes back that way. So we've got this perspective thing going on, right? So the top of it looks real big, and then there's some texture lines there, And he's got this golden handle on it, so it curves around, it goes over his jacket here. Goes down, and then curves around. There, he's got like an old style sword. There, classic pirate sword. Another line there, curving around like that. Wish you'll erase these lines in here. And then this goes down, or color over them to there. And then his elbow is like here. His arms are crossed, right? So his elbow on, say this side goes there, across into here, and then he's got this flowery sort of sleeve. Looks like a cloud kind of, so it just bumps around here. His arm goes in behind Luffy's head that way. You can't really see much else. There, mine's there. So this is all pink. And then sleeve that way. Sleeve lines in behind here. Some clotheslines in behind this. Like that. That pink shirt. I think you can see his stomach here, can you? That kind of thing. And then we can see some fingers over here somewhere. So like one finger here with a fingernail. There. And that. Barely see fingers there. Maybe some like fold lines for his shirt. You can't see finger lines there. You can just see fold lines for his shirt. Yeah, because that arm goes in behind. Yeah. Okay. Did I miss anything? No, I think that's it. That's how to draw Luffy, Spirit of Gol D. Roger. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.